Hey, how's it going, everybody? My name's Jordan, and I'll be teaching you how to create this uh, synth. I'm not sure what to call it, but I started creating a folder of all these retro, like old sounds, but they sound like very newish. And I've went through them and cleaned them up a bit, and I think you'll like this. So we're going to be creating this synth today. So that's the synth we're going to be creating today. It's quite complex, but if you look at it from a glance, I'm actually using two presets. Two I've made on my own. Well, actually, I shouldn't say that. One I've made on my own, and a second one comes from a free sample pack, and it's from this like really old sample pack, and I think I'll just put it up for download because it's not hard to make. Anyways, to create this synth, we're gonna create a combinator. You can call this whatever you like. I'm just gonna call it Mouth of Hell because that's actually the name of my synth. And inside, we're gonna create a Maelstrom. Make sure it's on an initialized patch so it doesn't have anything going for it. And so for this modulation A, we're actually going to change it to a down synth. It swoops down. Yeah, there it is. I'm not sure. It's called curve 9. And we're going to take off modulation B. And we're only going to use this first oscillator. And we're going to change this to a throat formant saw. I'm actually going to turn down the motion about, let's do 24%. And we're going to turn up the rate. We're also going to sync it a little bit, about halfway or so. The pitch all the way down to the left, index about 3/4 to the right, and shift about, let's do 2 o'clock. That sounds a little bit interesting, but that's not what we want. We want to push up this formant index a little bit further up on this leaf. We're getting closer, but we're not quite there. Turn the shift down about 10 o'clock or so. And we're going to take down the octave too. Now this sounds a little bit weird because it's not really doing anything. I'm also going to take off the filter so it doesn't interfere. And let's see, I'm also going to turn up the frequency and turn this off. I guess that really doesn't matter. Anyways, for the modulation wheel, I'm really famous for messing with the modulation wheel. Actually, not famous, it's just something I like to do. I like to turn up the mod full and the filter full. And the shift a little bit back. Let's do about 930 or so. There we go. Now if we turn up the mod wheel, we can start to hear the changes. It sounds a little bit weird at first, but don't worry. So right now I'm going to right click and create another instrument, another Maelstrom. I'm actually going to duplicate this. This patch is really simple. Flip it over. And I'm going to take out the output and put in the input of the second one. And do that for the last one. same thing. Just plug it into the other one. I'm also going to create a equalizer. It's going to auto route. And I'm also going to create a soft tube saturation. This is in the RE, the Reason. You can use anything you want. This isn't really necessary, but it just likes to beef it up a bit. Heck, you can even use, instead of this, you can actually use a vocoder. Just remember to turn it to equalizer, 4 bands, and turn up the shift a little bit. Anyways, right click after the soft tube or the vocoder, whichever one you'd like to choose, and create a maximizer. And take the output and plug it into the combinator or the mixer, whatever you like to use. Okay, so for the second Maelstrom, we're actually going to be looking into the Maelstrom patches from the Reason factory sound bank. And this one is called Yellow Lead. Let's see, where are you? There you are. Just leave everything the way it is. For the third patch, I can play a little bit of it to let you know what it sounds like so far. You can start to hear a growl, but nothing like too familiar. It'll get a lot better, trust me. Now for this third patch, I'm actually gonna put a link down below so that way you can download this in the description. I'm gonna go to my custom patches. I'm gonna go to Maelstrom. Where are you? There you are. This one is called Slow Ham. And we have our patch so far. But I'd like to less muddy it up, so I'm going to turn on the low cut. And you don't have to do the low shelf, but for parameter 1, go down to about 205 or 187. Turn the gain down, Q all the way up. For the second one, go about 2.585. Turn the gain all the way down, Q all the way up. High shelf, turn the frequency down. The gain about 2 decibels or so. 2.3. Q all the way down. For the soft tube saturation, or for the RV, not the reverb, but the vocoder, just turn that up 3/4. But if you have the saturation knob, just turn it about 1/4, and just leave it like it is. Turn on soft clip for the maximizer, take off the limiter, put it for the release auto, put the gain about 3 decibels, soft tube all the way up, or soft clip. I wish that was soft tube, that'd be awesome. But it does the same thing. And put about 1.1. And so there we go. That's our synth. That's our synth. I can't talk today. Anyways, that's the synth. Have a great day, and I'll be back Friday with some more goody sounds. Thanks for watching.